You're asleep, completely unconscious, drooling on your pillow, maybe snoring, totally unaware of the world around you. Now, imagine you're not in your bedroom. You're inside a thin nylon tent, surrounded by wilderness. Outside are creatures that can smell you from a mile away, hear sounds you can't, and see perfectly in the dark. Bears, wolves, mountain lions, leopards, animals powerful enough to kill you in seconds. And yet, you wake up every morning. Why? A sleeping human should be easy prey. You can't run, you can't fight. You probably wouldn't even know something was happening until it was already too late. So why are predators treating campsites like an all-you-can-eat buffet? The answer goes far deeper than you might think. Because the truth is, there's an invisible agreement between humans and the wild, an agreement written over millions of years. It sounds arrogant, but biologically speaking, humans are terrifying. Not because we're strong, not because we have claws or fangs. Actually, we're pretty terrible on paper. We're slow, weak compared to many predators, and blind in the dark. Yet large predators across the world instinctively avoid us. In 2019, researchers at UC Santa Cruz played recordings of ordinary human voices near mountain lions in California. The results were astonishing. The pumas fled. Not only did they run away, many abandoned food they had already killed. Imagine giving up a hard-earned meal simply because you heard someone talking nearby. That's how seriously predators take humans. And this pattern appears everywhere. Lions avoid heavily used areas. Tigers give villages wide berth. Jaguars change their routes to stay away from people. These animals aren't incapable of attacking us. They've simply learned that it's usually not worth the risk, because for millions of years, humans have been one of the most dangerous things on Earth. Humans have hunted large animals for nearly 2 million years. Mammoths, giant sloths, saber-toothed cats, cave bears. Entire ecosystems changed after humans arrived, and predators that got too comfortable around people often didn't survive. The cautious ones did. Generation after generation, that caution became instinct. So when a leopard catches your scent in the darkness, something ancient activates inside its nervous system. Not a thought, not a memory, but a warning. Stay away. Humans are trouble. Predators don't just see the world, they smell it. And to them, humans are weird. Really weird. You smell like soap, shampoo, sunscreen, plastic, synthetic fabrics, processed food, bug spray. A strange cocktail of chemicals that doesn't exist anywhere in nature. Underneath all of that, you smell like a primate, but not like the prey these animals evolved to hunt. Predators are highly specialized. Their instincts are tuned to recognize familiar targets. Deer, rabbits, wild boar, antelope. You don't fit the pattern. And strange things in nature usually trigger caution, not aggression. You're not prey. You're an anomaly. Humans discovered something incredible long before farming or cities: fire. And fire scares almost every animal on Earth. Wildfires have killed animals for millions of years. Those that feared fire survived. Those that didn't often perished. That fear became deeply embedded. Even animals raised in captivity with no experience around fire show instinctive avoidance. For hundreds of thousands of years, humans slept beside campfires, not just for warmth, not just for cooking, but because fire broadcasts a message into the darkness. Something dangerous is here. Stay away. Predators got that message, and they've been listening ever since. Movies portray predators as fearless killing machines. Reality is completely different. A lion has no hospital. A wolf has no doctor. One broken leg, one damaged eye, one deep wound, and it could mean starvation. So predators are extremely careful. Every hunt is a calculation. Is this worth the risk? A sleeping human fails that test. Humans are unpredictable. We might wake up screaming. We might have weapons. We might have friends nearby. And once we're standing, we're surprisingly intimidating. Our upright posture makes us appear larger than most prey animals. Even asleep, we're strange. And strange things are dangerous. Why risk attacking an unknown animal when easier prey is available? For predators, uncertainty is expensive. It feels like you're completely unconscious while sleeping, but your brain never fully switches off. Human sleep cycles constantly shift between deeper and lighter stages, and during lighter sleep, your brain continues monitoring the environment. Unfamiliar sounds, movement, changes in smell, even subtle disturbances can trigger waking. Scientists call this the sentinel function of sleep. It's an ancient survival system. Our ancestors who slept too deeply often didn't wake up. Those who reacted quickly survived. Over hundreds of thousands of years, human sleep evolved to remain surprisingly alert. You're resting, but part of your brain is still standing watch. Humans rarely sleep alone. We sleep in groups, and predators understand groups. In nature, predators target isolated individuals, not herds, not packs, not large groups, because groups fight back. A campsite full of humans represents chaos. If one person wakes up and starts yelling, everyone wakes up. Suddenly, what looked like one target becomes 10. Predators hate uncertainty, and a group of humans means uncertainty. None of this means you're invincible. Attacks do happen, but almost always under unusual circumstances. An injured predator, a starving predator, an old predator that can no longer catch normal prey, or animals that have lost their fear of humans after being fed by people. History's most famous man-eaters fit this pattern. The lions of Tsavo in Kenya, the Champawat tiger in India. These weren't normal predators. They were desperate animals. Something had broken the usual rules, and desperation can override fear. Here's the strangest part. Our presence doesn't just affect predators, it changes entire ecosystems. When mountain lions avoid humans, deer populations increase. More deer means heavier grazing. Coyotes and bobcats avoid human activity too, allowing rodents to multiply. The effects ripple outward. Without even trying, humans alter the behavior of entire food webs, simply because animals are afraid of us. Think about that. One species, one inherited fear, reshaping ecosystems across the planet. So the next time you're lying in a tent in the middle of nowhere, listening to strange sounds beyond that thin wall of fabric, and feeling that little pulse of ancient anxiety, remember something. That fear kept your ancestors alive, but the thing outside, the bear, the wolf, the mountain lion, it's probably far more worried about you than you are about it. Because for millions of years, evolution has taught animals one simple lesson. Humans are dangerous, and most of the time, they know better than to come closer.